The jungle awakens with the golden glow of dawn, light spilling to the dense canopy, casting long, flickering shadows on the forest floor. Birds call out from the treetops, their songs blending with the distant rumble of a waking world. Amidst this vast and untamed wilderness, a herd of zebras moves with quiet grace. Their striking black and white patterns ripple like waves as they weave through the tall grass, their presence both bold and mysterious. The zebra, one of nature's most captivating creatures. For centuries, its unique stripes have puzzled scientists and fascinated storytellers. Why does an animal built for survival wear a coat that seems to defy the need for camouflage? The jungle is a place where blending means the difference between life and death. Yet, against the greens, browns, and golden hues of the wild, the zebra stands out unafraid, its presence as bold as the patterns it wears. But those stripes hold secrets. They are not just a matter of beauty. They are a masterpiece of nature's design. No two zebras have the same pattern, just as no two humans have the same fingerprints. To their own kind, these markings are a form of identity, a way to recognize family amidst the ever-moving herd. To predators, they create an illusion, lines that blur together when the zebras run, making it nearly impossible to single out one target. In the chaos of a chase, lions and hyenas struggle to track their prey, their vision tricked by the very patterns that seem so conspicuous in stillness. But the jungle is relentless. Behind every tree, in every shadow, danger lurks. A rustling in the undergrowth might be the wind or the whisper of a predator's approach. The zebra's world is one of constant vigilance, where survival is a daily battle against those who see it as nothing more than their next meal. Yet, it does not merely survive. It thrives, adapting, enduring, and passing on the wisdom of its kind from one generation to the next. This is the story of the zebra. Not just an animal of black and white, but a creature of resilience, intelligence, and unwavering strength. A story of family bonds, the fight against predators, and the silent war against the dangers of the wild. And as the herd moves deeper into the jungle, their journey begins. A journey of survival in a world where only the strongest endure. But to understand the zebra's story, we must look beyond its striking appearance. These animals are more than just black and white. They are warriors of the wild, constantly adapting to a world where survival is never guaranteed. Life in the jungle is not kind. It is a place of endless challenges, where every sunrise brings new threats and every nightfall hides unseen dangers. Predators lurk in the shadows, their eyes fixed on the weakest members of the herd. The scorching heat drains the land, making water a prize worth fighting for. And yet, through it all, zebras endure. They have no claws, no sharp fangs, no venom to protect themselves. Only their speed, their intelligence, and the unbreakable bonds of family. A zebra alone is a zebra in danger, but together they are a force. They move as one, watch over one another, and stand their ground when the wild demands it. They learn from birth that survival is not just about running. It's about knowing when to fight, when to flee, and when to trust in the safety of the herd. But the jungle's threats go beyond its predators. There are dangers that even speed and strength cannot outrun. Drought, disease, and the ever-changing presence of predators. As their world changes, zebras must adapt, learning new ways to find food, shelter, and safety. Their story is not just one of survival. It is one of resilience, a constant battle to carve out a place in an unforgiving world. And so, we follow their journey. From the hidden trails they travel in search of water, to the great migrations that test their endurance. From the fierce battles against predators to the tender moments between a mother and her foal. This is the life of the zebra, a life defined by struggle, strength, and unyielding will to survive. Their journey is about to begin. Many people associate zebras with the open grasslands of Africa, where they can be seen grazing on vast, endless plains under the scorching sun. The image of zebras wandering the savannah, their stripes blending into the landscape, is a common one, but this is only part of the zebra story. In fact, zebras are far more adaptable than most people realize, and some of them thrive in environments very different from the grassy plains most are familiar with. While the savannas are indeed home to large zebra populations, there are certain species that have found surprising home in the dense, tangled woodlands and jungle-like environments of Africa. Here, the landscape is dramatically different. The open spaces give way to thick vegetation and towering trees that filter out the sunlight, casting the forest floor in a constant state of twilight. Vines hang from branches, creating natural obstacles for both predators and prey alike. The air is thick with humidity, and the forest echoes with the calls of unseen creatures. It's a far cry from the open plains. Yet zebras have managed to adapt to this more challenging terrain. In these dense regions, zebras face an entirely new set of challenges. The thick underbrush makes it harder to spot predators before they strike, and the reduced visibility means zebras must rely on their other senses to stay alert. But the very density of the forest provides a type of protection too. The trees offer a natural cover from the sun's intense heat, and the close-knit vegetation helps camouflage the zebras when danger approaches. Here, in the jungle's shadow, the zebra's striped coat becomes less about confusing predators in a chase and more about blending into a world where the line between predator and prey is often blurred. While many predators of the savanna, such as lions and cheetahs, are still present in these jungle regions, zebras here must also contend with different kinds of threats. Crocodiles lie in wait in hidden riverbanks, while hyenas prowl the forest edges, always on the hunt for an opportunity. The zebra's need for water becomes an even greater struggle, as finding a safe drinking spot becomes a matter of timing and luck. It's a harsh reality where the zebra's survival skills are constantly put to the test. Yet, despite the difficulties of jungle life, zebras have found a way to thrive. The social structure of a zebra herd is particularly important here. In the jungle, where the dangers are ever present and the resources are scarce, zebras rely on one another more than ever. Each member of the herd plays a role in keeping watch, guiding the young, and maintaining the herd's unity. It's through this collective strength that zebras endure the jungle's trials, sticking together through the most dangerous times. But the forest is not their only home. Zebras are a symbol of the wild, able to adapt and survive in places that many would consider uninhabitable. From the vast, open plains to the hidden jungles, their presence speaks to the resilience of life in all its forms. Each environment challenges them in different ways, but zebras rise to meet those challenges head-on, proving that no matter where they live, their survival is a testament to their strength and unity. As we follow these magnificent creatures through their varied habitats, it becomes clear zebras are not just survivors of the grasslands. They are warriors of the wild, proving that with the right balance of adaptability, intelligence, and family unity, they can thrive in even the most unexpected places. Their story is one of overcoming adversity, of finding strength in the most unlikely places, and of continuing to run wild, no matter where their journey takes them. Zebras are creatures of remarkable adaptability. They are not confined to a single type of habitat. Their ability to navigate through different terrains, whether the wide open plains or the dense tangled bushlands, is nothing short of awe-inspiring. As we watch a herd of zebras maneuver through thick underbrush, carefully stepping between towering grasses and twisting vines, we witness firsthand how these animals have mastered the art of survival in environments where few could thrive. One such place is the Luangwa Valley in Zambia, a region where the dense, seasonal floodplains meet the dry woodlands. Here, zebras have learned to navigate an ever-changing landscape. In the rainy season, the valley transforms into a labyrinth of swollen rivers, hidden waterholes, and thick vegetation. In this environment, zebras rely on their keen senses to avoid becoming easy targets for predators. Their ability to move silently and stay hidden in the undergrowth gives them a strategic advantage over those hunting them. The ever-shifting terrain has also taught them to adapt their movements. They must always be ready to react quickly, whether crossing swollen rivers or evading ambushes by lions and wild dogs that thrive in the dense bush. As the herd moves through the Luangwa Valley, we see how the zebras rely on their intricate knowledge of the landscape. They know where to find shelter from the harsh sun, where the best grazing areas are, and which paths will lead them to safety when danger strikes. This adaptability is a crucial survival strategy. Every step they take is calculated, each movement part of an ancient dance with the wild. Moving westward, we arrive at the Congo Basin, one of the world's most biodiverse and impenetrable rainforests. At the edges of this vast, sprawling jungle, zebras roam the forest clearings and savannas that border the dense jungle. In this environment, Zebras face a unique set of challenges. The Congo Basin is home to an incredible array of predators. Leopards, crocodiles, and wild dogs stalk the jungle floor, while the dense canopy above harbors dangerous birds of prey. But zebras, with their sharp instincts and finely tuned survival skills, have found a way to thrive at the junction of jungle and savanna. In the Congo Basin, the zebra stripes seem to blend seamlessly with the dappled shadows of the forest. The dense undergrowth provides cover, and the low-lying branches of trees offer a strategic vantage point. Their movement is slow and deliberate here, as they use the environment to their advantage, often grazing on the grasses that grow in open areas near the forest edge. Despite the constant threat of predators, the zebras rely on their acute awareness and their herd mentality to navigate this jungle's edge, always alert and ready to flee at a moment's notice. In both the Luangwa Valley and the Congo Basin, zebras demonstrate an uncanny ability to adapt. These regions, though vastly different from the open plains, have become crucial parts of their survival strategy. The zebras here aren't simply surviving, they're thriving, adapting to the shifting landscapes and learning to coexist with the many dangers the jungle presents. Then, further north, along the fringes of Africa's savanna, the jungle territories meet the open plains. Here, the zebras are most at home, able to move freely through the open grasslands, using the wide spaces to their advantage. But even in these familiar environments, they carry the lessons of the jungle. The openness of savanna is deceptive. Predators still lurk, and the threats they face are very real. The zebra's ability to traverse both dense jungles and expansive plains speaks to their unmatched resilience and adaptability. From the lush edges of the Congo Basin to the dry, sun-baked lands of the Luangwa Valley, and even the vast African savannas, zebras show us what it truly means to adapt. Whether navigating through dense bushlands or sprinting across open fields, they embody the spirit of survival in its purest form. Their journey through these varied habitats is a testament to nature's endless ability to adapt, and to the zebra's role in mastering every challenge the wild presents. The dense, shadowy world of the jungle is one of constant danger, where survival hinges on every sense, every movement, every moment. For zebras, the jungle's labyrinth of foliage, vines, and towering trees offers both protection and peril. It is here that their most distinctive feature, their black and white stripes, plays a role far beyond what most might imagine. But do these striking patterns truly help them survive in such an environment? In the dappled jungle light, where shadows shift and play tricks on the eyes, zebra stripes appear to blend with the surroundings in ways that go unnoticed at first glance. As they move quietly through the underbrush, their striped coats seem to flicker in and out of view, disappearing into the patchwork of light filtering through the canopy. This effect, known as motion dazzle, is especially powerful when zebras are in motion. As they gallop or even move casually through the thick foliage, the flickering pattern of their stripes confuses predators, making it difficult to focus on one zebra as a target. A lion or a leopard, stalking through the trees, may struggle to track a single zebra, especially when the herd is in motion. But the role of these stripes goes beyond just hiding the zebra in motion. The dense jungle environment, with its constant shifting of light and shadow, enhances the stripe's ability to camouflage in a way that might not be possible on the open savanna. In the forest, where light is fractured into specks and patterns across the ground, the zebra stripes become a natural defense mechanism. The chaotic interplay of dark and light on their bodies mimics the fragmented sunlight filtering through the leaves above. This natural mimicry allows zebras to blend into the jungle's complex texture, helping them evade detection from predators who rely heavily on sight. Interestingly, while the camouflage effect is significant, it's not the sole strategy zebras rely on. In the jungle, where visibility can be limited, zebras also use their other senses to stay alert. Their large, expressive eyes constantly scan their surroundings, watching for movement, listening for subtle sounds in the underbrush that may indicate a predator's presence. Zebras are always in tune with the world around them, reacting with lightning speed if they sense danger, relying on the herd to stay safe. However, the zebra stripes do not guarantee safety from every predator. The dangers in the jungle are as diverse as the creatures that inhabit it. Leopards, with their stealth and ability to blend into the underbrush, can sometimes get close enough to strike before the zebra has time to react. The dense foliage and the smell of wet earth can often mask the scent of a predator's approach, forcing zebras to rely more on their sense of hearing and sight than the camouflage of their stripes. But even in the face of these threats, zebras have developed other survival strategies. Their natural speed and agility allow them to outrun most predators. When danger approaches, a zebra can sprint at speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, about 40 miles per hour, easily outrunning most jungle predators in open spaces. Their long, powerful legs give them the ability to navigate difficult terrain quickly, whether they are charging through thick underbrush or leaping over fallen trees. Zebras also rely heavily on their herd for protection. In the jungle, the collective vigilance of the group is their best defense. A zebra alone is vulnerable, but together they become a formidable force. The herd communicates with subtle movements, ear flicks, and soft calls, alerting one another to potential dangers. When threatened, the zebras will often stand their ground in tight formations, making it difficult for predators to single out an individual. If a predator gets too close, the herd will work together to drive it off, charging in unison with a loud, powerful stampede. In addition to their protective family bonds, zebras also take advantage of the jungle's many hiding spots. Thick bushes, tall grasses, and even the shadows cast by large trees provide natural refuge. Zebras have learned how to use the landscape to their advantage, staying close to areas where they can quickly retreat if the need arises. The jungle, with its dense vegetation, offers both risk and reward. It's a place of danger, but also a place of refuge when the time is right. The art of survival in the jungle is not just about physical prowess or camouflage. It's about an intricate web of strategies, speed, intelligence, awareness, and, above all, unity. For zebras, their stripes are a symbol of the delicate balance they maintain with their environment. In the jungle, where every leaf and shadow holds a potential for danger, the zebra's ability to adapt, camouflage, and work together as a herd is what truly keeps them alive. Their stripes may help them hide, but it's their survival instincts, family bond, and quick reflexes that ensure they thrive in one of the most dangerous places on Earth. In the jungle, survival is rarely an individual effort. For zebras, the key to enduring the constant threats that surround them lies in their strength as a herd. The herd's unity is not just about companionship. It's a life or death necessity. Zebras rely on one another to detect danger, defend against predators, and find resources in an often unforgiving environment. Their survival strategy is rooted in cooperation, and it begins with the way they live and move as a collective force. When zebras move through the jungle, whether grazing, migrating, or simply resting, they form a tightly knit group, ever watchful and ready to react to any potential threat. The herd's strength lies in its ability to stay alert, anticipate danger, and act in unison. When one zebra detects something unusual, whether a faint rustle in the bushes or a predator's distant scent, it's not just the individual that reacts. The entire herd is quickly on high alert, shifting positions, scanning the environment, and listening carefully. This collective vigilance makes it harder for predators to approach undetected. One of the most significant moments in a zebra's daily life, where defense mechanisms are truly put to the test, is when they stop to drink. Water, a vital resource, is also a potential trap. As zebras make their way to rivers, waterholes, or streams, they know they're vulnerable. In the jungle, predators like crocodiles and wild dogs often lie in wait near these essential sources of water, hoping to catch a zebra off guard. At these moments, zebras rely heavily on their herd to provide a safe perimeter. As they approach the water's edge, the zebras position themselves strategically, with several members of the group standing watch. Some zebras drink, but others keep their heads raised, scanning the surroundings for any sign of danger. Their eyes constantly move over the terrain, watching for any shift in the environment, whether it's a subtle movement of grass, the sound of rustling leaves, or the distant footprints of a predator approaching. If one zebra detects a potential threat, they make a quick call, and the entire herd will stop drinking, ready to flee at a moment's notice. While some zebras are busy drinking, others take up positions in the rear or the flanks, providing additional protection for the most vulnerable members of the herd, like the young foals and older adults. The larger, stronger zebras often form the first line of defense, with their broad bodies ready to block any attacks. It's a system of constant vigilance, where each zebra's role is crucial in maintaining the herd's safety. In moment of tension, when the air is thick with the scent of danger, zebras will form tight circles, ready to charge in unison if a predator dares to approach too closely. Resting is another time when the herd's group defense mechanisms come into play. At night, or during the heat of the day when zebras take shelter under the thick canopy of trees, the herd will often gather together in a close-knit group. Zebras will often sleep standing, their bodies ready to spring into action at any moment. They keep a portion of the herd standing watch, while others lie down or rest. Even when lying down, the herd maintains close proximity, ensuring that the younger zebras and the weaker members are protected. Within the herd, zebras also form subgroups based on age and strength. Foals and younger zebras tend to stay in the center of the group, where they are shielded by the adults. Older zebras, who might be less agile or quick, are often positioned near the edges, but they are still surrounded by the protection of their fellow herd members. This hierarchy of defense ensures that no zebra is left vulnerable and that the herd can react swiftly to any threat. In the event that a predator launches an attack, the herd's defense strategy kicks into high gear. Zebras are fast and agile, but more than that, they are coordinated. They will charge together as one unit, making it difficult for a predator to single out an individual. A group of zebras running at full speed, their hooves pounding the ground in unison, can be a terrifying sight for any predator, whether it a lion, leopard, or wild dog. Their powerful kick can deliver a fatal blow, and their speed can quickly outpace most threats. But this group defense isn't just about fending off predators. It also extends to their daily survival in the jungle, where finding food and water can be an intense struggle. Zebras work together to find the best grazing areas, often communicating through body language, soft calls, and movements. When one zebra finds a particularly rich patch of grass or a hidden water source, they'll signal to the others, guiding the herd to the spot. This communal way of foraging ensures that every zebra is cared for and no one is left behind. Throughout their lives, zebras understand that the success of the herd means the survival of the individual. Every decision, whether it's where to rest, when to move, or how to react to danger, is made with the protection of the group in mind. And in return, the herd provides safety, strength, and a sense of unity that is vital for survival in the jungle. The zebra's ability to rely on the collective strength of the herd is one of the key factors that allows them to thrive in such a dangerous environment. From their strategic positioning, while drinking the way they rest together, zebras have perfected the art of group defense, ensuring that no predator, no danger, and no hardship can break the bond that holds them together. In the jungle, survival is a team effort, and the zebra herd's collective strength is its greatest asset. When it comes to survival in the jungle, zebras are not just about blending in. They are also built for speed and agility. These animals have evolved to outrun and outmaneuver some of the fiercest predators in Africa, using their speed to create an almost impenetrable defense against attacks. Zebras can reach speeds of up to 65 kilometers per hour, around 40 miles per hour, making them one of the fastest animals on the African continent. This explosive speed is a crucial part of their survival toolkit. When a predator, be a lion, leopard, or wild dog, pounces, a zebra doesn't simply flee in a straight line. Instead, it uses its sharp reflexes and keen awareness of its surroundings to launch itself into a fast, unpredictable sprint. The zebra's long legs and powerful strides allow it to cover great distances quickly, but it's not just about raw speed. It's the way zebras use their agility to navigate the jungle that truly sets them apart. One of the most fascinating aspects of a zebra's escape strategy is its zigzag running technique. This seemingly erratic movement is designed specifically to confuse predators, particularly those who rely on tracking the zebra's movements. Predators like lions and wild dogs tend to chase their prey in a straight line, anticipating that the animal will flee in one direction. But zebras, with their natural agility, don't make it easy. Instead, they dart left and right, weaving through the dense underbrush and creating an unpredictable pattern that makes it nearly impossible for predators to keep up. The zigzag running technique is not just about evading the predator's immediate grasp. It's about exhausting the hunter and buying the zebra precious time. By changing direction at high speeds, the zebra forces the predator to adjust its path continuously, often causing the predator to lose its rhythm or distance. In the heat of the chase, the predator becomes disoriented, and the zebra has an opportunity to gain ground, possibly even outpacing its pursuer if the terrain allows. This technique is especially effective in dense jungles or areas where there are obstacles such as trees, large rocks, or tall grasses. The terrain slows the predator's pursuit, giving the zebra the advantage of both speed and agility. When a predator is forced to adjust its path or slows down and navigate the obstacles, the zebra can break free, disappearing into the thick vegetation. What makes this running technique even more impressive is that zebras don't just rely on one individual for the escape. The herd, as always, plays a key role. As the zebras sprint away from danger, they move in unison, the entire group using the zigzag strategy to throw off the predator. The predator may target one zebra at first, but the herd as a whole creates confusion, making it harder for the attacker to single out a vulnerable individual. While one zebra takes a sharp turn left, another might dash to the right, further complicating the predator's chase. Zebras also benefit from their herd's collective awareness. As soon as the chase begins, the herd rallies together, moving in synchronized patterns to create a unified defense. This group dynamic confuses predators, as the animals within a herd can shift and scatter in different directions, with no single target to focus on. For the predator, it's like try chase shadows. Every time it focuses on one zebra, another darts away, and it quickly loses track of the original target. But what about when the zebras are cornered or there is no room to run? Zebras are not only fast on open ground, they are highly agile in tight spaces. Their ability to make sharp turns and navigate dense underbrush makes them elusive even in environments where speed alone would not be enough. Their long legs allow them to leap over fallen logs, navigate through dense thickets, and change direction on a dime, all while maintaining incredible speed. This combination of agility and speed allows them to outmaneuver even the most persistent predators. It's in these high-stakes moments, when a predator is hot on their heels, that zebras showcase their true brilliance. In the wild, where the difference between life and death can be measured in seconds, a zebra's ability to reach top speeds and then execute a series of sharp turns to confuse its predator is a survival tactic perfected over millennia. Their speed and agility are not just about outrunning the chase. They are about turning the chase into a game of endurance, strategy, and misdirection, all of which tip the odds in favor in the jungle, where the landscape changes from thick forest to open spaces. In an instant, speed becomes an invaluable asset. Zebras, with their unmatched running abilities and their expert use of zigzagging movements, are perfectly suited to navigate this dangerous environment. When they face predators, it's not just about fleeing. It's about outsmarting, outpacing, and outlasting. Through their unparalleled speed and agility, zebras continue to demonstrate that survival in the jungle is not just about physical strength or camouflage. It's about mastering the art of movement, learning to anticipate danger, and using every ounce of energy to evade the inevitable pursuit. And in this relentless race for survival, zebras are the true masters of the chase. In the dense, often chaotic environment of the jungle, communication is key to survival. While zebras are undoubtedly fast and agile, their ability to coordinate with a herd is what truly enhances their chances of staying one step ahead of predators. These striped survivors have developed a sophisticated system of signals, relying on vocalizations, body language, and even subtle ear and tail movements to convey messages, warn of danger, or reassure one another. Zebras are not silent creatures. In fact, their calls, brays, and snorts are essential to maintaining the cohesion and safety of the herd. These vocalizations can be heard echoing through the jungle, cutting through the stillness of the environment. Each sound carries a specific meaning, and every zebra knows what it signifies. The most recognizable sound a zebra makes is its distinctive bray, a loud, drawn-out call that can travel for miles. This bray is used to communicate with other members of the herd, especially when they are spread out in dense jungle or grasslands. It serves as a way to stay connected, allowing members of the group to locate each other when the herd is on the move or when separated by thick foliage. The bray also acts as a way to establish a presence, signaling to other zebras in the area that they belong to a specific herd. However, braying is not just for communication between zebras in the same herd. It can also serve as a warning to potential predators. When a zebra detects a threat, it may let out a series of short, sharp snorts, quick bursts of air that signal alertness to the rest of the group. These snorts are a direct indicator that danger is nearby, and they immediately prompt the herd to shift into high alert. In these moments, the once calm grazing group becomes unified, watchful collective, each member primed for action. When the snorts or brays are heard, the herd knows to stop what they're doing and listen. Even the younger foals, who are less experienced in detecting danger, quickly learn to respond to these calls. Every zebra knows that a sudden snort means they need to stop, listen, and look for potential threats. Whether the distant rustle in the bushes or the faint outline of a predator creeping through the underbrush, the sound carries weight, triggering a series of coordinated movements that can make all the difference between life and death. But vocalizations alone aren't enough. Zebras also use their bodies to communicate. The positioning of their ears, the flick of their tails, and even the subtle shift of their bodies send clear messages to those around them. The ears, in particular, are a critical part of zebra communication. When a zebra is relaxed or content, its ears will be positioned forward, indicating openness and a calm demeanor. However, when a zebra senses danger, its ears will quickly rotate backwards, focusing attention on the source of threat. This subtle change in ear positioning is a sign to the other zebras in the herd that something is amiss. Tail signals are equally important in the zebra's communication toolkit. When a zebra is feeling nervous or threatened, its tail will flick rapidly from side to side. This quick, jerky movement serves as an immediate warning to the rest of the group that danger is near. It's a visual signal that complements the vocal snorts and brays, adding a layer of nonverbal communication that allows zebras to stay connected even when the jungle's dense vegetation makes it hard to hear or see one another. But zebras also use their tail movements in a comforting way, particularly when they are resting or grazing together. When a zebra is calm, its tail may gently sway or remain still, signaling a peaceful environment. If one zebra is particularly agitated or anxious, another may approach, standing close and gently brushing his body against the anxious one. The calm, steady presence of a fellow zebra, paired with relaxed tail and softened ear movements, can help comfort the troubled member of the herd, reassuring them that they are safe. These subtle movements and vocalizations are essential for maintaining the bonds within the herd. The zebra's ability to communicate in such nuanced ways means that even without speaking, every member of the group knows exactly what's happening and can respond accordingly. Whether the warning of a predator, a call for attention, or a signal of comfort and support, the herd's ability to exchange information quickly and effectively is one of the reasons they have survived for so long in such a hostile environment. When zebras are feeding or resting, these communication signals help the herd maintain cohesion and stay safe. They often graze in a circular pattern, with the most alert members of the group keeping an eye out for predators. If a zebra spots a potential threat, a quick flick of the tail or a snort is enough to send the group into motion, either by running or positioning themselves in a defensive stance. In this way, each zebra contributes to protection of the whole, ensuring that no member is left behind and that no danger is overlooked. It's through these vocalizations and body language that zebras continue to thrive in the jungle, even amidst the constant dangers they face. Their ability to communicate effectively, whether through brays, snorts, ear flicks, or tail movements, ensures that the herd remains united, alert, and capable of responding to any threat. In a world where survival depends on rapid responses and strong bonds, zebras have mastered the art of communication, a vital skill that keeps them safe, connected, and ready to face whatever challenges the jungle may throw their way. When it comes to feeding, zebras have a distinct preference that sets them apart from many other jungle herbivores. Unlike creatures such as elephants or giraffes that browse on a variety of vegetation, zebras are primarily grazers, and they have an exceptional ability to thrive on grasses. This diet is what drives them across vast stretches of land, always on the lookout for lush, green pastures to graze on. But as adaptable survivors of the jungle, zebras will also turn to browsing when grasses are sparse, utilizing shrubs, bark, and even tree leaves to sustain themselves in times of scarcity.